Okay, so following up on the on doing a list and querying the backend. So we've got our list here. Already set that up. First thing I want to do real quick is I want to go back into my collections and I want to add another user or maybe a couple of users so that we have some data more than just one user to show. So I'm not even going to worry about adding an email. Okay, so I got 3 users in there that I can work with now. All right, so I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to tap on my list tile component, and this list is going to pull. It's connected to the user's collection now, so it's transmitting the data, but you want it to display the data. You've got it to got to set it up so that it shows something. Otherwise, it's just going to show that. So you scroll down, you find your title box, which this is that, and you want to set it from a variable. And because the list is generating information from the user's collection, we're going to click on this top one, and we're going to set the list title to show the display name. So that way it'll show the username of the user from the collection. And then if you scroll down further, you've also got subtitle, which you can set from a variable as well, which I don't really think it's going to show anything. You can do index and list and see what that brings up. Change our number formatting. I'll just leave that alone. I'm not gonna format anything. Confirm. Okay, so so it should show. Yeah, it'll show the number in the order that they're created and then their display name. Okay. So that's how you query a collection to create a list and how you dynamically set the data that you want to show on that list. Now, if I click up here on the preview app button, which I don't know if you could have seen that or not, the preview mode does not pull any data from your collections. It just gives you strictly a preview of basically how things kind of work, things slidable, you know, user interface, user experience, things like that, but it doesn't actually pull information from your database. You have to run a test to do that. So that's what I want to do, but before I can run my test, I have to fix my errors. As you can see, I have errors. It won't let me run a test. You can find your errors up here, project issues, project entry page not set up. So I'm going to click on that. It's going to take me here and show me that my entry page is not set up. Unfortunately, your logged in page and your entry page cannot be the same. And all I've got is one page because I'm just trying to test things. So I'm going to create a new page just so I can do this real quick. Okay. Now I can set that to that. All right, now you can see I have no more errors going on up here. I do have a warning. Firestore rules not deployed. That doesn't really matter right now, but I'll go ahead and just deploy them for the sake of having everything clean and working correctly. All right, so now I got a green check mark. Everything's good to go. So I'm going to run my test real quick. And it says it can take 2 to 3 minutes. It depends on how much data you have and how many screens you have and everything like that. Sometimes it can take quite a while to generate the preview. So it's just a waiting game at this point. Just kind of have to hang tight and let it do its thing. And while we're waiting, great thing about Flutterflow is when you're doing your testing, your live testing like this, first of all, unlike Adalo, so far in the test and in the editors and everything like that, um, what it looks like in testing, it looks the same on the real device, at least so far from what I've found on an Android device. I haven't tested Apple yet, but I have tested Android, and it looks correct. So it's not like you're designing something using the editor in Adalo, and then you go and you post it to an app store or whatever and pull it up on your phone, and it's totally different than the way it looked before. Flutterflow's setup is reflecting close to, if not exactly, what you would see in a real world setup. So that's a great thing. Also, this testing setup here allows you to see if there's any errors or problems. It'll give you bug reports. It'll let you know if things aren't working correctly. It'll give you error codes. And then you can look up those error codes, figure out what's going on, do some back tracing, figure out where the problem was, and make the fix. It's really nice. Okay, so as you can see, it has generated my list of users. Now you can also see that they're out of order, and that's because in my what's the word I'm looking for? It's lost my train of thought. I apologize. Yeah, filter. That's the word I'm looking for. My order by filter. I don't have anything set, so that's why it's out of order, right? So 1, 2, 3. It's all out of order, doing weird stuff. But of course, if I wanted to, I could change that. I could do an order by. I can do display name, increasing, decreasing, and it doesn't say alphabetically A to Z or reverse alphabetical. Increasing, so far from testing I've done, if I do increasing, it would do A to Z. So kind of how that works. So anyway, that's how you set up a list. That's how you connect it. That's how you pull your data that you want to display. And that's what it looks like. Very, very, very basic what I've done here. It can get a lot more intuitive than that. So, like I said, if you have any questions of anything specific that you want to learn, trying to figure out how it works, just holler, post a comment, send me a message, whatever you want to do, and I'll put a video together if I know how to do it, and if I don't, I'll figure it out, and then I'll post a video. So, all right, have a good one.